Okay, welcome to ISIS in the Bible, Summer Gathering, week number 7, August the 5th. Mary pops in. The question for today, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. What do you hear or see within this word? And man, we got an amazing discussion, and I'll put out all the responses when I edit the video. Beautiful. Most of us know Mary Poppins as the beloved story of a mysterious woman who arrives at exactly the right moment, just like now, helps a family rediscover wonder, and it lifts the veil between the ordinary and the magical. An awakening that gradually touches the wider community, but beneath the familiar tale, could there also be a metaphysical pattern of the returning divine feminine, the phoenix rising, and the story of Isis? What meanings do you see in the word, the film, or the original book? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Glad you could gather today. A quick friendly reminder of the Lion's Gate. And we're going to show you how important the Lion's Gate is, because when the alignments happen, especially the one of the anniversary of the huge energy that hit Japan, right, on August 6th and August 9th, which we call an A bomb. I guess that would be the alpha bomb. Well, we're showing you that alignment on the Lion's Gate, which is when it aligns with Regulus, it's going to prove to be quite the vacuum in some people's hearts. Because it vacuums. Whether people's chests skipping a beat, people already getting that symptom, their heart, flutters, whatever it may be. And then at the other side, if all is clear, you're going to feel absolute invigoration. So Leo is a sign of fire, and then with the sun being there, it should prove interesting. So we're always learning. So if you experience anything as we come close to that date or on that date, please let us know. So remember, this is the image that we shared. The sun aligns the south node, that which is eclipses the sun and the moon. Remember, eclipses the light, because no light can enter. Only pure love goes through. So if there's a resistance, people are going to feel it. It's a sign. It's all it is a sign. And so it can be absolutely beautifully invigorating, which is what's happening with us now, right now. And we're having all these synchronicities because our heart is in the right place and we're doing the right intentions. And Regulus is one of the 4 royal gates, one of the 4 royal stars. And I just wanted to follow Honolulu, Hawaii, because I just saw some alignments there, but I'm not saying anything's going to happen there, but we're on the anniversary of the implosions. That's right, implosions, because what goes out must come in Japan, as proven by the energies in the sky. On August 6th and 9th, 1945, 2 implosions in the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, respectively. 129,000 and 226 people left visible. Let me ask you this. What luminary is in the sky? The firmament, the womb. Which represents that? Well, as Cece said it, yeah, that's Uranus. And what do we see? It's like a new sky. It's like a new womb, Uranus. And right there on August the 6th, Uranus is exactly overhead at detonation. And what about who's the harvester? New relations heading to new womb. Again, Cece said Sarah's. Absolutely. Look where Sarah's was. Sarah's is on the royal gateway of Aldebaran and Taurus. 2 of them. Mars on Aldebaran, because this is the natal Earth, and you have what's in the zodiac in the sky. The moon on Saturn. Mother Mary was exactly on a natal Earth, the Alpha Crux, the Southern Cross. So there's a whole bunch of things that I can go on through here, but to all these in detail. But it's all there. Look at the exact same thing on the 9th. Okay. Sarah's with the part of fortune. Actual harvest line was actually aligned, right, at this exact moment. So there's all these alignments are there, and the royal stars are at play. That's why August 22nd is important, because that's the real Lion's Gate, when the sun aligns with Regulus. So this is just a reminder for us, right, that we have to pay attention to what's actually physically happening in the stars. This brother on is called the 1111 sign. He said on August the 12th, 2026, where we're going to have that eclipse, the central claim is that 3 unusual sky events coincide on that date. A 6-point planet parade, which we know we have the Annapurna, right? Everything's on one side, and yeah, they're all parading. Of course they are. That's what an Annapurna is. A total solar eclipse, visible mainly around Greenland, Iceland, and parts of Europe. The peak of the Perseid meteor showers. The speaker says the Sun, Moon, Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune will appear on one side of the sky, while Venus will be separated from them and positioned within Virgo. And Venus is what? Venus is Mother Nature. All living beings have the right to life because they are you and we are them. So he interprets this isolation as a deliberate celestial announcement that the 10th Virgin has arrived with her lamp. They're still trying to figure out this Revelation 12:1, but we already know we're upon it because that happened on April 15th, 2023, as per the Egyptian walls. It's there, where they follow the Phoenix risings. So at this eclipse, overhead exactly for Windsor, look at this. So we have it exact. So here in Windsor, on Eastern Daylight Savings Time, the sun and the moon eclipse is exactly over top of us, but yet we won't see it. Why don't we see it if it's exactly over top of us? Well, because it depends on where the south, north, and south node are. And without going into detail, I totally understand it. So I went and put it towards London, UK, and you can see that here is us in the Eastern time zone. This is the actual physical location of the sun and the moon. So anyway, I'm able to see where exactly they're at by using our app now. That's really my point. There's some beautiful alignments in the sky, absolutely beautiful alignments in the sky. But remember, this is the one that's really important because Pluto and Juno are controlling the chart, and Venus has entered into that, and so has, by that time, Icarus, your wings, is exactly aligned Mother Nature. So Cece, to the intentions that we're talking about, that eclipse day, that should be our intention, using our wings towards Mother Nature. Because remember, this is the Ankh, this is Venus, this is Hathor on the Egyptian walls, the all that dies on the cross. So our wings are going to be best served when this is happening in Virgo. So it's important that we do this.
Claudia,
Yes?
can I tell you how connected I am to this time period?
Okay, I would love to.
And I actually think my aura is beaming in a little bit. My birthday is August 11th. And that I don't know how it's connected totally, but yeah, I feel a connection to this information to August 12th. But also, what's really interesting is I didn't expect to hear this on your presentation is August 6th and the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. My mother was born on August 6th.
Interesting.
And I don't mean to disturb the presentation.
No. I encourage this. I want this to happen because people that are out there need to hear this beautiful alignments that we're doing because we're aligning the minds. That's what alignment means. We're aligning our minds towards the divine principle, the divine love. Whether you want to call it God, divine feminine, whatever you want to call it, we're aligning our minds in a beautiful, loving way. It's beautiful. And to me, that wasn't a bombing. It was an implosion that's actually an energy in the sky saying, you people, come with us. We need you over here now. Yeah. No, thank you for that, Cece. So Kat asked if we could look at the Jewish calendar. It's a reset. They're thinking it's a reset sequence of 5787. Everybody is feeling something, and they're trying to go look for a calendar, Kali end era. which is on the Egyptian walls. So they got the full revelation July 29th, the full moon, sun conjunct Jupiter. They're saying the 15th of Av, remembered as one of the happiest days of the year, associated with love, dancing, renewal, new beginnings. This is all beautiful stuff. On September 11th to the 13th, the seed reset, Rosh Hashanah, new moon gateway. The Jewish New Year begins at sundown on September 11th, enters 1 Tishrei 57, and it closes at nightfall on September 13th. 10-day examination. This is the return and correction. They're looking at the equinox, the fall equinox. The 10 days of repentance begin with Rosh Hashanah and the culminate of Yom Kippur. Don't forget, the equinox is on the harvest line where Sarah's lives. So it is a good time to repent. Yeah, we do the 5-step forgiveness process. I do it every day. And reconciliation, again, Yom Kippur, the sun, moon trine. There's a trine happening on there. It's all beautiful. Every one of these are. And the actual equinox. So the equinox is September 22nd. When you look to the sky, 8:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, immediately following the closing of Yom Kippur. This sequence number, I tried my best. I can't find anything with it. I used AI. So this Jewish calendar does not independently indicate another Phoenix rising or singular world reset. The reset's already been shown to us. April 15th, 2023. We're upon it. And every one of us individually will experience it at different times based on your chart. Its strongest distinctive quality is that it is they call it a pregnant 13th month year, an apt symbol for continued gestation and the gradual maturation of what is already initiated. The reset is experienced individually as each fruit becomes ready. Everybody knows that we're upon something, and we are, however they want to say it. But this looks very similar every year. But why is it different this year? Well, it's because we're upon a Phoenix rising, which we are, Revelation 12:1. Just really quickly, for those that do use our app online, we now have a previous and next. So if you want to look for something, it'll search from the present moment up to 1 year for that. I'm going to change that. I'm going to have a pop-up that comes up, but you can go and look to see whatever alignment's coming next and previous. So the exact alignment of Sun with Regulus at 000, it's going to be August the 23rd, 3:16 a.m. in Windsor, that exact alignment. To which I am going to set an alarm, and I'm going to go outside and I'm going to state some intentions because I want to be absolutely aligned with what's happening in the sky. Okay, getting on to Mary Poppins. So while the movie creators, the Sherman brothers, were not documented occultists or metaphysicians, Richard was described as profoundly spiritual, while Robert was a deeply reflective humanist. The overt esoteric foundation belonged primarily to Pamela Travers. The brothers then gave the foundational musical vibration, memorable language, and collective voice. Pamela, or Helen, she was a consultant during that movie, and that's why the beautiful Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious came into play, and we'll talk about that in a bit. Travers supplied the mythic and esoteric body of Mary Poppins. The Sherman brothers translated part of that body into memorable words and music. So this is where the door opens much wider. Pamela Travers was deeply engaged in esoteric and comparative spiritual traditions. She studied within Gurdjieff circles, worked with material associated with Gurdjieff and Ouspensky, and explored Christianity. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, Gurdjieff and Ouspensky.
You heard of
That's
them?
the Theosophical Society. Yeah.
What is it?
Rudolf Steiner and the like, those people. The Theosophical Society.
The Theosophical Society makes sense then.
Yeah.
Perfect. Helena Blavatsky. She's a Helena. Awesome. She explored Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Neoplatonism, and Gnosticism. Beautiful, isn't it? So she was born in August the 9th. Look, there's another synchronicity, the 6 and the 9, right? 1899, and she died at the age of 96. Look at that, God. And 9696. God, April the 23rd, close to April 15th. And I don't know if you notice some of these meanings, but we'll get into that. She flies in from the east, and then she leaves when it's in the west. So Mary Poppins, she published a book in 1934. The original Mary Poppins unfolds through 12 chapters. Okay? 12 chapters framed by the east wind and the west wind, a complete cycle of arrival, awakening, and return. Mary enters not merely as a magical nanny, but a mysterious feminine guide who restores remembrance, revealing living worlds behind appearances, reconnecting humanity with nature, and returning wonder to an ordinary household. Could Mary pops in as an image of the return divine feminine? The Isis principle arriving at the appointed moment, lifting the veil and quietly preparing the family to carry the light after she departs? A couple sentences for each chapter just to let you know what's in the book. So the east wind, Mary enters from the rising east when the household older order has failed, crosses the gate and immediately becomes its new center. Her apparently empty bag contains everything required, teaching that invisible does not mean non-existent. The divine feminine arrives when the house is ready to remember the wonder. Second chapter, the day out. Mary and Bert enter a flat pavement picture and discover an entire living world hidden beneath its visible surface. The waiter explains that he was always there, simply behind the tree. The chapter teaches that image, glyph, or symbol may contain far more life than the outer eye can initially see. 3. The laughing gas. Mr. Wig, who doesn't wear a wig, he's bald, rises because joy makes him light, while Mary rises simply because she already knows that the invisible can support her. Even the table and nourishment are lifted rather than forcing everyone back down. Sadness restores their weight, showing how inner states alter the world we experience. Mrs. Lark's Andrew, the dog. Andrew is surrounded by comfort but denied freedom, while his true companion is rejected because of status and appearance. Through Mary's ability to understand him, Andrew demands that love open the gate and welcome his friend as an equal. The chapter dissolves separation, ownership, and imposed identity. Chapter 5, the dancing cow. The red cow, thank you, because Lex said the red cow represents Mary Magdalene, and Mary Magdalene's home is Taurus, so it's 100% fitting. Lex, thank you so much. Travers, Helen. You know that she was involved with astrology. The red cow lives in a golden, self-renewing field where flowers continually return. While the stars above resemble celestial flowers, a fallen star joins itself to her horn and awakens an invisible rhythm that makes her dance. That star amongst the horns is on the Egyptian walls at the Dendera Zodiac, by the way. After returning to ordinary stillness, she realizes awakening cannot be forgotten and leaves her boundaries to seek the star consciously. Bad Tuesday. Michael falls out of harmony. By the way, there's 3 kids they talk about. Jane, Michael, and then the twins. So if you look at 1, 2, 3, the third one is Gemini. So she's even showing you that the twins are Gemini. Michael falls out of harmony, becomes inwardly hot and heavy, and spreads that disorder throughout his actions. Mary first brings him towards water, and then toward the compass, the circular field of 4 directions around one center. Peace returns only when he stops trying to escape through every direction and allows Mary to restore the center. The point in the middle is where love is. The Bird Woman. In the heart of the commercial city, beside the great stone cathedral, right? A humble woman quietly feeds the winged beings. By night, she becomes their living sanctuary, gathering them beneath her skirt like a mother bird sheltering her young. The sacred is revealed not through wealth or stone, but through nourishing and protecting life, because she's always saying, feed the birds, feed the birds, feed the birds, being one with Mother Nature. And she's doing it right outside of a bank. Miss Corey. Miss Corey is an ancient mother who remembers the making of the world and gives form a body that instantly renews itself. The children believe they are saving gold paper decorations from gingerbread, but Mary and Miss Corey secretly return them to the heavens. What looked like paper below becomes living starlight when restored to its proper field. And I believe this is the part where she is like a gingerbread lady and she breaks off pieces of her finger and lets them eat the gingerbread, and her fingers restore. That's the stuff that Rosemary's always telling us about, that we can regrow things back. Chapter 9, John and Barbara's story. The infant twins still understand the original language shared by sunlight, wind, birds, and trees. They learn that growing older becomes ordinary development, but also the forgetting of this direct communication with Mother Nature. Mary is called the great exception because she has passed through age without losing remembrance. Like Susie said, we got to remember that child within, that wondering child. And that's coming back now. Who brought it? Mary pops in. The full moon. Under the full moon, the normal order is reversed. Animals walk freely while humans experience the cages they usually impose upon other. Role reversal. You keep an animal's a cage, you're going to go to a cage. Mary is revealed as kin to the ancient serpent wisdom and takes her place at the center of the grand chain. For one night, the great protect the small, and every form, child, serpent, tree, stone, beast, and star is remembered as one living substance. Christmas shopping. Maya is one of the 7 Pleiades, or 7 doves, descends from the celestial family into the largest human marketplace. She has no purse because the heavens do not operate through money, and she teaches that the purpose of Christmas is to give. Mary completes the lesson by surrendering the new gloves she treasured, showing that love becomes real when we freely release what we wished to keep. Remember, nobody owns anything. It all belongs to Mother Nature. And then last but not least, the west wind. The 12-fold circle closes when the west wind arrives on the first day of spring and carries Mary beyond sight. She leaves Michael the compass and Jane the portrait, direction for one and remembrance for the other, and the children immediately begin carrying her loving order forward. Her final message is not goodbye, but au revoir, to meet again, completing the movement from east to west as departure, renewal, and promised return. And that's the basic of the story. So I won't go through this because I'm just going to show it up on the screen, whoever wants to read it later, because this is very similar. What inspired me to go there was Kelly Marie Kerr, because she's talked about the whole supercalifragilistic isn't what you think, the alchemical formula inside, and her beautiful layout. I had AI summarize what she talked about in her beautiful thing there. It is absolutely beautiful what she does if you want to go see her and what she shared on that movie, but it's very similar to what we talked about. And just very quickly, the last slide, the supercalifragilistic. Many said this, the supercali is a super feminine power. That's Kali. Kali is another word for Mary, Isis, Mictacawada, Wat Buffalo Kemen, the divine feminine every culture knows. This is Mary pops in. So the supreme feminine power beyond the ordinary temporal condition, fragilistic, the constructed world has become fragile. Its divisions, false authorities, and exhausted forms can no longer take hold. The XP, well, we know what that is, right? You guys know this symbol, right? It's the Alpha and the Omega. The X is the royal gateway, folks. This is the 4 royal stars. The P is the woman in pregnancy. When you wrap the letters around the zodiac, P stands right there in Virgo, which is the womb. So these are all beautiful synchronistic things that she had in there. The all I, the all one, the apparent individual I remembers that it proceeds from the all. Docious, the event teaches, reveals, or restores knowing. So supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, the Supreme Mother breaks open the fragile structure from the completed circle. The all reappears within the I, restoring knowledge. So that's all we have for today. And thank you everybody for sharing, because we said most all of this and it's absolutely beautiful. So Mary pops in on the east wind as Sophia Isis, the returning divine feminine. She enters the fragmented house, clears and orders the inner field, restores love above the bank, repairs the broken vessel, and gives the family back its wings. Once the phoenix can catch the invisible breath and rise, Mary returns to the unseen. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Sorry for rushing through that. I try to be mindful of everybody's time.
So I want to add something. I don't know if you remember when I talked about the pupa. In Dutch, that is pap.
Yep.
The pap in.
Ooh.
Oh,